Welcome to In Confidence, where what we share in confidence helps us grow in confidence. This season is designed as a training plan for confidence. It's called the Last Quarter Challenge. Each week, we're unveiling a challenge, a micro moment that you can do that will strengthen you as you finish out this year and you can take that energy into the next year. This last quarter is where it counts. Today's micro moment challenge is called Confidence Anchor. When life feels overwhelming or you feel self-doubt creep in, you need something that instantly grounds you. And that's what we're calling a confidence anchor. It's a ritual, a reminder, a symbol, something you can return to over and over again. It could be a photo, it could be a song, a mantra, even a small physical routine. Our guest this week that's coming on Friday, Anna Kaiser, is going to give you a bunch of fun ways that you can move your body and physically create a confidence anchor. This moment creates safety and reassurance that you can step into bigger challenges. One of the things that I want us to practice this week is figuring out, maybe you already have one, but being aware of it, creating a confidence anchor, and really thinking about something that makes you feel good about you. The first part of the challenge that we've taken on as last quarter was all about self-reflection, acknowledging your own growth and celebrating your wins, which I hope has made you feel good. This next part is all about external shifts to finding your confidence and your gravitas. So let's get into it. We're going to talk today about the science of confidence anchors. We're going to talk about some examples in my own life of how I practice it. And then I'm going to give you the action step to take and why it will make this week better. So first, a little bit about the science behind confidence anchors. There's 3 pieces of science I want to share with you. The first, anchoring, or the anchoring effect, is well known in performance psychology. In fact, athletes and performers use rituals, songs, mantras, breathing to create consistent levels of confidence before high pressure moments. Dr. Wendy Balabi joined us on episode 10 to talk about why that matters. It's literally a cue in your brain that you create yourself that tells you, let's get going. I'm going to share with you some examples of this anchoring effect. So I do a breathing technique called 757, which we cover in episode 4 of this podcast. And in 757, where you inhale for 7 counts, hold your breath for 5, and then exhale through your mouth for 7 counts. And you conjure up something that made you feel very good about yourself in the last 12 months, something you're really proud of. That, for me, is an example of a confidence anchor. Harvard Business School has done a number of studies that says simple rituals before stressful tasks reduce anxiety and improve performance. The act of doing something intentional, even if arbitrary, creates a sense of control and calms your nervous system. So I think we have a lot of science that proves that creating an anchor really cues your brain up for the tough task ahead. Another example of a confidence anchor is having a photo of your younger self. So this is one of my favorites. On my desk, I have a photo of my 9-year-old self with my family, the first time we ever saw snow. Mostly because I think 9-year-old Lisa was the bravest version of me. You know, I don't love to give advice to my younger self. I like to take advice from 9-year-old Lisa. She was going to be Chief Justice of the Supreme Court or President of the United States. I could still be one of those. And when I feel fear or insecurity, look at this photo of my 9-year-old self. And I really am able to conjure and tap into that version of me. What we find is that the hippocampus and the amygdala are jointly involved in memory recall and emotional regulation. So the hippocampus is actually where good problem solving, thoughtful reasoning happens. The amygdala is your fear center. It's where all your darkest thoughts, it's your flight, fight, or freeze response. And what they have found in research, actually there's a piece of research that was done in 2004. It showed that recalling an autobiographical memory reactivates the same neural circuits that were engaged during the original event. And it re-engages your hippocampus, the good part of your brain, and calms your amygdala, your fear center, down. That's why looking at a photo can bring back the feeling of confidence and not just the memory. Another example of a confidence anchor, this is one of my favorite confidence anchors. Whenever I have to give a big speech or go into a meeting, I have a playlist and I always listen to the same set of songs in order. Every once in a while, a song gets added to the end of the playlist. But a confidence anchor can be a power song. It can be a series of songs in a playlist. And a lot of studies show that music stimulates the brain's reward system. In fact, it releases dopamine and improves your mood. It also gets your body moving, and that creates some endorphins. One study actually found that listening to music you love causes dopamine release in the striatum, the same area activated by rewards like food or winning. And then there's some research that's been done on odor-evoked memories. I think we all have that moment where we smell something, and it demonstrates that sensory cues like smell, sound, visuals are really powerful triggers for emotional memory. And that's why a perfume or a song can transport you to an emotional state that makes a difference. I love the fragrance. It's carefully thought, the fragrance I wear. In fact, I forgot my fragrance this week when I was traveling, and it really bummed me out. I kind of needed that stimuli of power in my life. So when you have anchors, it helps your brain recall states of calm and confidence more easily. And they are mental shortcuts to access your strongest self. When I think about the idea of a confidence anchor, they don't actually have to be that deep or profound. They just need to work for you, and you need to label it. And so this week's micro moment, here's the practice. I want you to choose one confidence anchor, something that you're going to use before you have a stressful moment or a moment of insecurity and fear. It could be a photo of your younger self. Make it the photo on your desktop, on your phone screen, or carry it around, save it somewhere. One woman sent me her confidence anchor photo, and it was the day she graduated from college. She was the first person in her family to graduate from college. She printed it out and put it on the wall of her cubicle, and she sent me a photo on LinkedIn of her confidence anchor. It could be a song, so maybe have a confidence playlist on your phone. It could be a mantra. One of my favorite episodes of Ted Lasso, Ted Lasso actually has the word believe on sticky notes throughout his house. There's a scene where he runs into the bathroom to grab it off of a mirror to show the folks that are in his living room, see, believe, believe. You could write on a sticky note or a phone lock screen. Or it could be a ritual. And our guest this week, Anna, is going to show us a couple of rituals. I learned this week how to do diaphragmatic breathing, so get ready for that this Friday. It could be a power pose, so thank you, Amy Cuddy, for our Wonder Woman power pose. Or it could be a piece of jewelry. It could be something that you carry. But I want you to choose it, and I want you to assign the confidence anchor practice to that thing, and then keep it consistent. Keep using that same anchor so your brain learns to connect it with confidence. You might already have one and you don't even know it. A lot of people have a lucky jacket, a lucky suit, a lucky dress. I want you to every day be aware of your confidence anchor and how you tap into it. Why is this helpful? Well, confidence anchors do a few things in our lives. They stop us from spiraling in the moment, especially when it's a ritual. They create continuity. So I love this consistency over intensity idea. You can carry them into different situations. They're portable. They give you a physical or emotional or sort of a reminder that you already have everything you need within you. And there is a laddering effect. So the last couple of challenges, we talked about growth, giving ourselves credit, and now we're creating a tool to return to it when things get tough. So this week, I want you to find your anchor. It doesn't matter what it is, only that it grounds you. Use it at least once before a stressful moment and notice how it shifts your energy. I love it when you use it and you have that from to moment, because a confidence anchor should give you an automatic shift in mindset, an automatic shift in your energy. Please share it with us on social media everywhere, especially LinkedIn, where we're posting the challenges every week. And I look forward to hearing what your anchors are and how they make a difference for you. If you love this episode, please share it with someone who needs to hear it today. In fact, it might be somebody that needs a confidence anchor in their life. Subscribe so you never miss a moment of inspiration. Make sure you're doing all of these challenges, maybe with a buddy, a friend. And until next time, in the words of my 9-year-old self, I see you, I value you, and I believe in you. This is In Confidence. Hi, I just want to remind everyone around a little special feature on season 3. We're calling it a little bit of a bonus to celebrate our training plan for confidence. We want everyone to take on the last quarter challenge. So each week on Tuesday, when the episode drops, I will be posting on my LinkedIn, Lisa L. Sun. You can find me on LinkedIn. I'll be posting the challenge. And if you like that post and you comment on how you've embraced that challenge, how it's made a difference for you, you'll be entered to win a gift that week. So we'll be picking a winner each week. And then if you complete all 10 challenges by the end of the season, if someone actually goes on and likes and posts on all 10, you'll be entered to win a grand giveaway in December. I hope you'll join me in embracing the last quarter challenge. Follow me on LinkedIn and join in on the fun.